This is one stellar piece of topaz. And it's that golden orange. Look at that shine. God, look into it. Everything's got a face. It's so orange and beautiful.
World-class specimens shaping up there, guys.
Craig Cardwell, owner of the Blue Star Claims. Me and my wife Tracy have 14 lode claims at 13,800 feet all the way up to 14, and we're up mining aquamarines.
There is no room for failure at all. This is our livelihood. This is what puts food on our table. We could either go bust or we could really hit it big.
Me and Tracy will continue working side by side, pushing these guys and making sure we can get every bit of aquamarine production that we can get to where we can run with some of the global competitors.
Snow patch blue right there.
We're just ready to put everything we have in and go big.
Expectations are high. Here we are, 2022 season. 60 days from start to finish is going to be our production range. And, you know, within those 2 months, that has to provide material for our whole next year. So you can kind of sense the urgency of what we have in front of us.
And we can't get into our honey hole this year where all of our money is on the north side because last year it was just undiggable. It's very dangerous. We're having rock collapses and there's no warning, and it's just really, really dangerous right now. So the snow patch has to pay off this year. It just has to.
We've got to get after it. 60 days and clock's ticking. All right, so here's going to be that 60-day strategy. We're going to get this second bench under our top producing bench started, hope for some production. Snow patch is a real big bullseye for us this year. Excavator's got a job ahead of it to get down there, but the snow patch is going to be the money maker that I think I've been working for the last 20 years. So we got to get in the snow patch. We got to get that second bench popping. In our south side operations, that's always a producer. We're going to get over there and get some of those things done too. We're excited.
Yeah, just up here on the north face. Got some work to do to get into the mountain. Hopefully leads to a pocket. We're just chasing a lot of what we already know is here, and we know that there's really good blue up here, and that's the goal. Rolled out some feldspar, but not a lot of aqua yet, so we're hopeful. Came from up here, not. Let's keep peeling this back. Right here, you can see the large feldspar and chunky quartz. So yeah, this pegmatite just popped out right here. Oh, that's a very good sign when you see these large coarse grain crystals. So the difference, this is that, but do you see the difference in size of the quartz grains and the feldspar grains? They're much larger, which means they cooled slower, and that's where we're hopeful to find a pegmatite seam and hopefully aqua with it. So it's pretty dangerous as we're pushing in. You got a lot of loose rock that, you know, comes down, and that's where, you know, this hard hat comes in, and, you know, just having your wits about you, listening to the mountain, listening to what it's doing. You'll hear movement in the rocks. You'll see little bits of sand roll down, and those are pretty good indications that, you know, your wall is going to come down. So as much as we can, we try to mitigate that and keep it as safe as possible. We'll go ahead and bring all this top stuff down. So here, there we go. There's another piece of good pegmatite. You can see the grain size change from fine grain to coarse grain, just like that. So this would be the outer edge of what could be a pocket.
I'm Ron Greasy, and I've been coming up either 5 or 6 years. And each year you learn more, putting things together, you know, that you learned from the last year. You follow the pegmatite and the stuff starts spitting out. It's a feeling like nothing else, you know. And you can get some beautiful gems up here. It's incredible. It's fun. Yeah, that's the lime green that I've been finding the topaz in. I'm onto this vein over here that it's starting to look like it could be topaz because of the mica, because of the other stuff, and it energizes you when things get better and better. And with these topaz, only 2 other topazes pockets I've seen before, they come with caramel colored mica and real white clay with a lime green clay. And I've been chasing this up through here, and this is what I've gotten so far, the winner. It's a little cloudy, so we can show it to you. 1,480 carats. The highlight of my summer. I pulled it out and set it down and I couldn't even speak. Amazing. I'm trying to keep it hid because of the sunlight. I'm worried about it already. Here's some more caramel mica and a big smoky here in the... Does that have tips on it? What's that in the middle? Yeah, I got 2 smokies hooked together with... That's topaz. We got topaz in between 2 smokies. That's sweet.
From a perspective where we're headed, we've got a road going down here that we've been working on for the past couple of years. So that's our target zone. And as you can see, we're on the moon here. And the challenges that we got between that zone that we're leaving from to that ice is gonna be very cool. Nobody's ever had machinery down here. It's basically nobody's ever touched it before. So we're gonna drive the machine right through it. I think it's gonna be a big payoff.
This is definitely the safer route for us, I think, overall.
Right, but we spent a whole week with the machinery and labor and hard. We can't abandon it, can we? Or is it just a total loss because there's no hard rock to cut back in?
That's exactly it. There's nothing for us to make a proper switchback.
We were hoping to drop this road down around this horizon here and make the switchback, but the boulder field is just enormous and there's not a lot of material for Mike, Tom, and Colin to work with. So when we make that corner, there's nothing really to platform into. So we're gonna adjust, pull back up a little bit, and see a better area that we can turn the switchback down on.
So we kept pushing and we were hoping and pushing and hoping. Just didn't happen. And as you can see, there's that road down below. And we don't want to be anywhere near that road.
Can't drop any boulders or any rocks over there for the safety of the hikers and any trail riders from this point forward.
Today we're going to make a new switchback. We're having to concede a little bit of time and effort that took to put into that. Here we are, we're going to push this switch right here. Found some really good hard rock. So right there I'm going to dig deep into it and dig hard and go straight in and make a nice, perfect, smooth down bench and dig it out, and there we go that way.
Just wanted you to see the million-year-old ice that we run into.
So here we are, cutting that back into that hard rock and kept going a couple more feet right into the ice. These mountains are all cracked. There's fissures all through it. So over more millennia, water has gone in and frozen. So now we're into the ice, and the excavator doesn't really like the ice. It tends to just bounce over the top of it. So we got in pretty far here. I'm gonna keep going on this edge here, but yeah, that ice, it always gets us.
Even though we're seeing this little bit of surface ice, there is a whole subsurface of ice under this mountain. who knows how thick it would be.
The one thing you don't want to do is scratch at it and then realize you're in a pocket and then spill all the contents everywhere. So that's why I try to bring the top down first and kind of get a bird's eye view of what I'm looking at. So weather's rolling in. I'm gonna ditch the metal tools, and as long as I don't see any lightning walking real close by, I may not bail to the car, but you know, we're getting hail, a little bit of rain. Doesn't seem like it's socked in, so it probably should pass pretty quickly. They normally do. Some really good looking peg and concentrate. I can't tell if it's float just yet. Yeah, right now I'm just kind of scraping the edge. I'm not into really anything too major. I'm gonna put this down. Oh, dang. Whoa, I got aqua. Holy cow. Oh, look at how blue that is. Oh, that is just gorgeous. Man. And look, there's another. Oh, dang. You want to film? So you can see that. You can see that in there. Just roll right out. Look at that. There's some other little pieces in there too. Oh, that is beautiful. There could be more. I've had pockets where there was just one crystal, and I've had pockets where there were hundreds. So let's hope this is one with hundreds. Oh, the sun came back out. Nice. So I'm gonna follow this seam, man. I think there's probably some really good stuff there, and see if we can't hit some more pockets with aqua. Sweet. It's definitely a pocket. And we'll have to push in and see how big it gets. Hopefully, you know, it just explodes in the back. Sometimes when you're poking into it, it'll seem like it's a very small pocket, and then as you keep going, it just gets bigger and bigger, or it could pinch out. Now, see, that's the back end of it. You can tell because the quartz just got all tiny. Little tiny guys in there. Yeah, so really, what you don't want to see is where the larger coarse grain goes down to small grain. That, as I'm peeling away the back end, what I'm looking for is to see if it does make that transition. If it gets bigger, then I know the pocket's bigger. If it gets smaller, then I know it's, you know, relatively small. So yeah, unfortunately, this seems like it. Whoa, well, they keep rolling out though. That one's pretty. Yeah, I think that's all one big crystal. It's broken into like 5 pieces though, because it all appears to have the same diameter. And I bet you when I get it home, I can line all these pieces up. Yeah, see this? It could shoot really any direction. It could shoot into the mountain, shoot left or right. Yeah, it's looking like it might peter out. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm gonna dig the top off, see if I can't make some sense of this, get a top-down view of the pegmatite and see if it grows.
It's really important, you know, for those boundaries to be up, you know, and you know, 98% of the gem rock hound community, they adhere to people's claims, really do their research to figure out where they're going, but a lot of people don't. We got that 98% that do, you got that 2% that don't. So that 2% that we worry about every 4 or 5 years, we'll put up our claim boundaries, and they'll typically just remove them, throw them down the hill, and oh, I didn't know I was on your claim, you know, they play the dumb role. Then you got your other claim jumpers that will literally be up in the high ground with binoculars, watching you all day to wait to see when you leave, and literally come down and work in your holes and high grade you. And you know, it's out there. They're still out there, and it's a cat and mouse game, just like any other business when you're dealing with gems and minerals. You just got to have a presence, have your boundaries located, and you know, you can't get really distracted. In our case, if I see a guy way down on a corner that you know, is a 4-hour hike away from me. Is it productive for me to bust down there and tell him, hey, you're on my claims? When, you know, in reality, it's, you know, they're either just kind of kicking around rocks or whatever. But you see a group of guys down there, they got their pry bars, they got their tools, they're gonna hit you hard. So you gotta kind of pick and choose your battles, and then for the most part, you know, everybody up here is pretty respectful, but we keep our eyes peeled for it. And so yeah, we're gonna have that this year, getting our boundaries remarked. We're gonna kind of finish our survey up here and get started on that.
It's all falling in again. I've seen some amazing things come out of here in the last 5 years. It's been really neat, and it's dangerous. You got to watch what you're doing. These things hold a lot of water until the spring, and when it starts heating up, things get fluid, and we got a big pile of rocks back here that's buried some really good trends there. I need to get going and get back on the aqua train. Some of these guys really are doing well, and I need to get my game going there and get some aqua to go with that topaz. More feldspar. There's one right there, hanging in the wall.
What is that?
Topaz. Let's get that one out. Nice, look at that. Faces on it and everything, that's sweet. Golden orange topaz. On a hardness scale, it's an 8, and it's used mostly for jewelry, as well as metaphysical properties and spiritual. I think the rarest are the pinks and golden orange, and this is kind of golden orange here, and I'm gonna not keep it in the sun too long because it's sun sensitive, it will fade. So we're gonna tuck this. So since this is sun sensitive, you just gotta keep throwing this over it and keep them in the dark as much as possible.
Check it out, I think we have something here. Yeah, I need you to come look at this.
Definitely seeing some color and some peg popping out there. Oh yeah, look at that, huh?
I'll be darned, that is a spray, ain't it? Goes off
Look
into
at that, another. Oh, that's cool. That's a neat little specimen. This one's real good color blue.
Oh yeah, there's some Jimmy on them. This was, I believe, the inner pocket before it got fried.
So our priority down here, we're trying to make a road. So these are good problems to have, that we're running in pockets as we're cutting out the road. It's pretty awesome.
That's a thermal. So we're definitely, when we cut the switchback coming back up under here, we're gonna have to pay attention downhill.
Yeah.
Because that's where our crystallized good stuff's gonna be.
A little bit lower.
So, you know, picture a blowtorch, man. You know, when that magma comes up through, this is the end of the blowtorch and things kind of get fried on the end of it, right?
Yeah. This is what we got out of here so far.
Man.
Hold that right there, look at.
Trying to.
Yeah, it's wanting to do something. So what that tells me is, you know, being we're so close to the surface here, this is where this solution is shot up. We hit a nice little graphic seam over here that's kind of telling us what may or may not be below us and down below the switchbacks. So yeah, it's real promising. So you see that seam right there, it's traveling this way, so it's gonna run back downhill onto this road. Man, good job, guys.
Heck yeah.
We're right
Some
on.
good looking blue right there. Nice.
That
Iron.
fracture, look how bright that is.
It's because of the iron. It's the iron in the tin. Heavy tin and iron concentration is what's giving us this dark blue. That's exciting. That's real exciting stuff. This is what we look for. We're gonna hit, boys.
Right on. Nice, pretty blue.
Little one that I just pulled off and exposed.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Fried pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So we've got your iron right there. You know, and you got to check this fried stuff. We found crystals, you know, right in the center of that fried zone, and it could be a lunker. You know, you really got to see what's up behind there. This is classic pinch, right? Yep.
Right.
It's gonna pearl string
He's doing the same thing as the north.
down the hill here. So that's how the solution ran up right there. Good observation, man. Color's there. The color is all there. We just need it to crystallize and show us something. Yeah, it's real promising. So we've got a long way to go, and we'll keep pushing. But looking at these signs going through this road here, there are no mistakes. When you have to take another direction, just got to keep your eyes open and make some lemonade out of the lemons it gives you. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna get ourselves re-platformed in, try to make a different turn, and get down to our target.
As I'm scraping along, I'm kind of looking for indications of change in color, you know? So I'm looking for a little bit of the iron or decomposed albite or feldspar. It's gonna be a real bright white or smoky chunks. And you start to see this real graphic-y granite. Got some really good feldspar here and quartz. They're not crystals quite yet, but I'm gonna poke away at this and see if it kind of opens up. Maybe we get a good pocket again. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's sitting on top of the feldspar like a little trophy. That is just gorgeous. Unbelievable. Now we need it to be 3 times that size. But aqua in the pocket, that's incredible. That's a very good sign. Oh, look at all the smokies. Oh, here we go. Wow. Oh, but it's broken. But look at the clarity on some of this smoky. It's just gem quality. Look at, I'm just pulling them out. And I got aqua. Here we go. There it is. Oh, look at that. Another little blue coming right out. Oh yeah. That's got some nice color. Nice deep blue. Nice Windexy blue. Okay. That sounded like thunder rolling, but it was a crap ton of rocks. Wow, that was pretty scary. I'm just glad I'm over here and not over there. There's a pretty sizable crack back here, which means that there's room for crystals to grow. And that's very good for, oh, that was actually lightning. Yeah, I've got crystals all up in here.
Yeah.
Man, that's blue. Jeez. It's a gemmer. You can see right through this. It's gem quality. You can probably turn this into an emerald cut piece of jewelry. Looks like it's all dried up, which is perfect timing for me because I'm ready to get off this mountain, get home, get cleaned up, have a nice meal. I mean, I didn't hit any 1,000 carats, but I definitely have a nice bag of aqua, and I'm really satisfied with what I got, and we'll just keep on going, and by the end of the season should be a much bigger total.
This could be the top. This could keep going for quite a while. Let's see what else we got here. Another smoky. This is the hardest junk to dig in, boy. This lime green stuff. Oh, that's a smoky. Yep. Another smoky. I can't show it to you, so best I can clean it. There's the caramel mica. We're still in the green, the real light lime green clay. Oh wow, look at that.
No. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, leave it like that.
This is one stellar piece of topaz. It's just got that shape to it. It's got faces. This will be a face. This one, that's a face. And it's that golden orange piece of, yeah. Look at that shine. God, look into it. That's a face. It's like a whole, everything's got a face. It's so orange and beautiful. It's gonna fade, so we gotta keep it in the dark. You know, something like that, that's about 50 carats. It's gonna make a heck of a necklace piece if you set that. And sometimes they call it a moon rock, as phenakite also, but they call it a moon rock because they would set this in silver and the ladies would only wear this at night so it wouldn't fade. That's beautiful. That was a heck of a run there of topaz. I got enough in here to split. My split's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be really beautiful. I might have to drive to Buena Vista to see that big one, but it'll always have my name attached to it, I'm sure. That's beautiful.
The seams that we're finding all the way down, you know, that Mike's done an amazing job coming down with the excavator. We've never seen anything like it. Just coming down everywhere, there's just pegs everywhere. There's blue everywhere. We can't wait to get into all of this. We're here to follow through.
You know, and some really interesting geometry that's going with it. So that's exciting. I mean, you know, you always, you don't know what to expect up here. It's going to get good. We always know that. Effort, you know, versus reward is always here. If you dig in for the season, you know, it usually gives you something, but we're into some just really freakish material. Sherry topaz, you know, we've been coming up here 30 years. In the last 3 years, we've hit sherry topaz pretty consistently. And the thing I'm learning about the geology, we're finding it way back into the hard rock, and it's either above or below the aqua and never really in with it. And I say that, and somebody will probably find a system that or a formation that's got both in it. But the myrolitic pockets, you know, of the sherry topaz, Ron Greasy, man, the guy's just a pit bull. He found one that was 1,250 carats, and this thing fits in my palm. And so he's off to a good start. But we're gonna persevere and see what we can get done.